There was a time when people couldn't even imagine the true nature of our planet. Everyone could observe only a tiny part of it. Other countries and peoples were not seen as something alien and incomprehensible, and it was so difficult to find common ground and overcome existing borders. But there have always been brave pioneers and enthusiasts ready to discover what lies beyond the horizon and explore new frontiers. Great travelers, scientists, among them were Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, Sergei Korolev and Yuri Gagarin. On April the 12th, 1961, Gagarin made the most daring journey in history, becoming the first human in space. His flight lasted 108 minutes, and those 108 minutes changed the world forever. During his flight, the first cosmonaut of the world faced G-force of 10 G, watched the skin of his spaceship burn and melt when entering the atmosphere, and experienced the most severe psychological stress. But Gagarin heroically overcame all the trials, managed to return home and tell what exactly he had seen and realized. He was the first person who was able to see the whole Earth and tell us how beautiful and how fragile our planet really was. People, let us preserve and increase this beauty, not destroy it, wrote the great Soviet cosmonaut later. Gagarin's flight changed our perception of reality. He helped us understand that our world is united at its core, and primarily people themselves create all the borders and obstacles. Therefore, it is so important to remember and honor the feat of the first cosmonaut of the Earth. Gagarin inspired millions of people, providing that humanity is essentially an indivisible whole. This idea has found expression in many communities and has formed the philosophy of many international organizations that unite countries and people around the globe. The same principles guide the work of the Dialogue of the Cultures, United World International Charity Public Fund. Through the preservation and promotion of cultural diversity, the fund contributes to the unity of humankind, overcoming prejudice and mutual misunderstanding. The fund not only shares the same values that Yuri Gagarin adhered to, but also preserves his legacy. Thanks to the fund, busts and monuments of Yuri Gagarin have been installed across all continents and more than 50 countries, including the United States, Germany, France, China, India, Argentina, Japan, Tunisia, Indonesia, and even in Antarctica.
Эта идея появилась и была озвучена мне в 2010 году. Руслан Сатылевич загорелся идеей увековечить уже в современном мире память о полете Юрия Гагарина в космос. Мы живем все на одной планете, которая из космоса такая маленькая. И это такой маленький и довольно хрупкий мир. Дом для всего человечества. Вот эти вот мысли, идеи, они вложены в образ Юрия Алексеевича, где он действительно тот человек Вселенной, который понял хрупкость нашего земного мира, нашего земного дома, планеты Земля, и который стремится обнять всю эту Землю, поблагодарить и напомнить, как здорово, что мы живем на планете Земля. Вот это вот покорение неизведанных просторов, думаю, что живет в каждом человеке, который любит смотреть на звезды.
Today we are actively exploring new frontiers beyond imagination, but we must always remember how important it is to preserve our home, the Earth. We know the true nature of our world, know how amazing it is, how fragile it is. Humanity needs to remember that we are one. Each culture is unique and wonderful as it is, but only through the dialogue of cultures we can build a bright common future for everyone. Dialogue of Cultures, United World, preserving diversity, uniting all of humanity.